Probably bring a little downer to you, but I'm sorry, but I want to be honest. I'm getting audited. Yeah, it sucks ass. I think about it and I'm like, man, you got to be kidding me. I don't make enough money to get audited. I'm not that important to get audited, but here we are. The IRS decided this is what they're going to do. 2020 wasn't hard enough. So let's see if you can get audited in 2021 and just see how you deal with it. But you know what? I think I'm going to be okay with it because I remember this commercial that was a few years ago. It came on the radio, and the goal was for this firm to scare the hell out of you when it came to the IRS. They wanted you to think you couldn't make it through without their help. I don't know if y'all heard it, but it started out IRS, the 3 most dreaded letters in the English language. Is it? I mean, that's a bold statement to say that you're the 3 most dreaded letters in the English language. Now, if you hear IRS, you think, well, shit, all right, I'm getting audited, this sucks. But imagine if you heard STD. I mean, I feel like STD walks on stage, drops the mic, and tells the IRS to suck it. Suck it! I mean, and the IRS is like, you know how straight-laced they are. They're like, I can't suck it. It's contagious. I don't want to get that. And you don't. I mean, that's not something that's fun for anyone. But to come out of the gate and say, IRS are the 3 most dreaded, I just feel like they played us a little bit. They wanted your money, and they played you a little bit. Imagine if you get this phone call. Hi, Mr. Davis. This is Devin Freeze with the Internal Revenue Service. We noticed a little issue with your filing last year. We're going to conduct an audit. Standard procedure. No reason to worry. You think, well, damn, that sucks. But that's not the most awful phone call you can get. Imagine if you get this phone call. Mr. Davis, this is Devon Freeze at the Free Clinic. We noticed an issue with your urine sample. You got the gonorrhea. I mean, which one do you want? Which phone call do you want? I mean, you don't want the IRS, but the other one's gonorrhea. I mean, gonorrhea is not a good option. So you think about it and you think, okay, we now know that that's not the 3 most dreaded letters in the English language. Worst case with the IRS, you go to federal prison. It's not really even prison. I mean, it's more like summer camp, I mean, you might have a nice meditation garden. Maybe you play tennis a couple times a week. I don't know. But maybe you make some strong political connections, and when you get out, that Rolodex has expanded. You get an STD, nobody's calling you. Nobody wants wants to be a part of that Rolodex. They straight up are going to let you burn and pee all day long by yourself, no questions asked. So I really think IRS, it may not be so bad. So I think I'm going to be all right. I'm going to play through it. But that's one of those things that you think about as you get older. Is this a rite of passage? Maybe I have to do this because 20 years ago, nobody gave a shit about how much money I make because I didn't make any money. It's not like I'm making a lot of money, but now I'm in my 40s. IRS is calling, going, hey, we're going to take a look at it. And I think, okay, what else am I worried about in my 40s that I wasn't worried about in my 20s? My diet. Diet sucks. You gotta feel good, you gotta look good, and you gotta these weird ass diets that you gotta play through, like being gluten-free. Anybody gluten-free? I know there's more douchebags out there than just 2 people. Come on now. Yeah. So I've decided to go gluten-free. I don't know what gluten is, but I'm consciously choosing to avoid it because my doctor tells me this is the best thing for me to do. But it's not a hard diet to really adhere to, except for when you go to those restaurants that are constantly pushing bread on you, like they can't get enough bread to your table. Because at that moment, that waiter is no longer my waiter. They are a full-on drug dealer slinging dope on the corner. And I'm just some dumbass crackhead that's looking for a fix. But instead of me being like, hey man, you got any blow? I'm like, hey man, you got any Asiago? maybe some cheddar biscuits, and don't skip on the garlic butter. Come on. I mean, it's just embarrassing because I know those cheddar biscuits are a gateway food, and if I'm not careful, by the end of the night, I'm going to be on the floor of the men's room bathroom, sucking down a piece of chocolate cake like it's nobody's business. And I think we can all agree that's not a place you want to be sucking down anything. I mean, it's just, there's not enough mouthwash in the world to get whatever's coming out of that bathroom out of your mouth. It's just not good.